Laundromat. We're live here, so we'll go through on this wonderful day. Oh my goodness, that sneeze bad. Anyway, all right, so we're here live, Thanksgiving week on a Tuesday. My guys have been in here already and run some quarters, so we'll have to see where we are at on our quarter count. I'm not sure what all machines they have got. This could be miserable or it could be great. I don't know. So we'll go through. Let me know where you're checking in from. Sometimes when I get on these streams, it doesn't tell me how many people are on here. We had 25,000 on the last live stream. Oh, no. We had 25,000 people check in on the last live stream. So that was pretty cool. We're going to see how many are on here. Chicago, Illinois. Cool. So we'll go through and see what we've got on quarters. And then we'll go through and check the bill count. Since my guys already got the quarters, we're gonna go and open up this machine real quick. Oh, Sevierville, Tennessee. I've got a good friend of mine from forever ago that lives in Sevierville. So we're going to start off. Normally we don't check this change machine, but what my concern is that my guys have already got money, and it's going to make the stream a lot less interesting. So we might as well kick it up a notch and grab some bills. And at least get those ready. Do me a favor, like the video, share the video with your friends. Also, stay cool. So, yeah. He didn't normally. Shane calls me when he checks or he goes and processes money. So we'll at least have a nice big coin collection from the snack machines, or we should, because I know that they've got restocked. But we'll go in, we'll check, and yeah. So this is sitting pretty full of quarters. And if you guys have any money, business, finance questions, I'd be more than happy to talk to you. I know a lot of people are off this week due to Thanksgiving, and that's like a really good mix. I see a lot of 10s and 20s in there. And this is collection number 3, or maybe even collection 4 for the month. So we're pretty good as far as money goes for the month. Somewhat average one. So it'll be interesting to see where we're at. So, yeah, Hartford, Wisconsin, very cool. Sevierville, Durham, England. Wow, cool. But yeah, we had a really good live stream last time. I'm gonna put these locks back in just in case. Hey, Vincent. So that was good. I hope everybody's doing well today. I'm here by myself. I probably shouldn't say that on live stream, should I? I'm here by myself today. Grant's got the day off. Please put live as first of the title. Yeah. Hell, I'll put live in the title next time. I don't think I can change it. Can I change it? No. Alabama. Yeah, I debated. I've had a lot of people not watch these videos because they assume that when I put live in the title, that it's not serious. So we'll come in and we'll check a few more washers and dryers. Be cool about the money in there. And then we'll just go into a vending machine collection, which will be a little disappointing, but it is what it is. Let's check the dryers real quick. Yeah. So the soundboard on the arcade machines still having an issue. It'll go 30 minutes. And then it will just start being very, very loud and very annoying. I need to find the key for that and just reset the, just turn off the sound. That would work. So I hope everybody's doing good today. I was able to call one of my connections from social media and send them to the roofing company in Rockford, so that was cool. Oh, man, these are all empty. Shane cleaned me out. Oh, well. Normally he calls me. It's okay. 57 people. Very cool. Happy to have you all morning. Yeah. I'm going to try some ideation on the video titles, specifically because I paid, if you remember, $85,000 for the laundromat, 2 apartments, and a garage when we initially bought it. So it's one facility, and I have a bunch of people that say, "Oh, you paid $85,000 for a laundromat. You actually paid $85 plus $40 in renovation." And you guys let me know in the comments what you think I paid. What did I pay? I paid $85,000 plus $40,000 to renovate the location. It came with 4 apartments and, 2 apartments, a commercial garage, and then this laundromat. So did I pay $125,000 for the laundromat, or did I pay $22,000, or did I pay what, for $30,000, $31,000? I have all sorts of people say things about the titles. It's like, it's not accurate. You know, you can't buy a laundromat for under $2 million, I think is what one person told me here recently. Yeah. How would you start something like this with no money? So there's a couple different ways you can start with no money. Like if you have no money, but a decent credit score and business experience, you could go to the Small Business Administration and you could ask for a loan. And so long as you can prove to the SBA, the Small Business Administration, that you've got what it takes to start a laundromat, they'll give you money to go out and find a profitable laundromat to purchase. So in that case, you have to go out and find a laundromat that has good financials, that can pay for your mortgage and can pay you effectively a little salary. Now, a lot of, let me see if I can find this key. You have to be sure about it. You will have to be able to prove business experience and profitability, which is hard. Because just between us, and you know, the people watching this, there are a lot of laundromat locations where the owners aren't exactly truthful with their income. And the problem with that is, if they're not truthful with their income, the government will not loan you money for the location, because the location has to be able to support the loan payments. So that's a critical issue. So that's one way to do it. The SBA, Small Business Administration, will let you do a loan with little to no money down. You could technically, all right, I found the key. You could do a loan for a laundromat with no money down, but it has to have very strong financials. So that's the way to get into a laundromat with no money. Number 2, you can partner with somebody that does have money. I usually encourage people to join their local real estate investor association. Here in Southern Ohio, it's what, $70 a year to join, and realistically, you can come to the first 3-4 events for free. No one's really gonna check to see if you paid. But the big thing is that would put you around people that have money. You'll find the fact that a lot of investors that are out there that are interested in investing in laundromats, they don't have time to go out, find a location. They don't have time to run it, so on and so forth. So you could go out and get a deal and partner with somebody on it. That key should work. Pretty sure, though. Shoot, that's not it. That's the right key. What is that for? That's for the other one. Shoot. So that's a way to get a laundromat started with no money. Another tip or another tactic would be to find one and convince the seller to either master lease the facility to you or use some sort of seller finance. It could be a purchase money mortgage where they actually write you a note. You just make payments back to them like a bank, or a master lease, or a situation like that. There's other advanced strategies. We've got one gentleman that's a friend of the channel. Let's see if I can find that key. He started a LLC and established credit in the LLC's name. So not him personally, but he established credit in the name. There we go. In the name of the company. We'll get the other bucket since I have several buckets. He established credit in the name of the LLC, and he used that in order to do that. Why do you leave keys to open the machines in the office that could be broken into? Seems silly. I mean, if someone's going to break into the office and steal the one vending machine key I have in there, like it's hidden, but I have one vending machine key in there, and it's for the near expiration snacks. It's like, if they have the effort to break in the office, they can break into any one of these machines. So yeah, it's like, it could be a not great area. But this is the only key to any machine that I'm aware of. I don't think that this is a live key to any other machine. So I could be wrong, but so worst case scenario, they can get into one, maybe two machines. The last guy, interestingly enough, there was a full police investigation. He had a full mask on, thought that he was doing good. We still got him. The thing that I have found out from the police department is there are cameras all over the city. And even though he had his mask on for like an hour, they tracked the guy through the city and figured out where he lived and got him. And he was charged with a felony. So that's how I would. So yeah, that's an answer to your question about the keys being insecure. Just that's a thought there. Oh, I know what this. Yeah, this is keys to the control mechanism. I guess if you could get into the control mechanism here and then reset my dryers, but it still would be a felony. So no, not all the keys are in the office, just the key to the one vending machine. It's a lot of information. How do you get into my coaching and training? Go to investmentjoytraining.com, or you can email me, Brandon at investmentjoy.com. As of today, I have helped people start probably between $30 and $35 million worth of businesses. So there's the two machines. Oh my goodness, we didn't even get that. So we didn't get the bill acceptor, I forgot. So as of today, I've helped coach people to get started about $35 million worth of businesses. It's probably more than that because Simon's up to his, I think he's working on his 8th car wash now. So just in Simon alone, I think he's probably got another 2 or 3 additional $1 million worth of businesses. So I do coaching and training at a very reasonable rate compared to my peers that are $25,000 per year worth of coaching. So you have local sway, they investigate theft like the peasants. So here's the thing, like you say that, junk man, and I in certain situations I would be inclined to agree. But if any of you had a problem, like let's say with law enforcement or whatever, this sucks. I have such a hard time getting this with one hand. There we go. If you have a problem and you feel like you can't get action, there are always ways to get it. Like through one of my cases, I could not get any action, not through YouTube, not through my newspaper. So it's like, okay, they don't care about the newspaper. They don't care about YouTube. How do I find somebody that will fix the problem for me? Because the local court wasn't doing anything for me. So I sat down and I found a list of politicians in my area that had pull and sway with the judicial system. Of course, doing this the fancy way, kicking it. So I found their friend, and I went to the friend, called people from my church and said, hey, I need an introduction to XYZ person. They can help me fix this issue. The person from my church was like, I trust you, Brandon. You're a good guy. I'm willing to help you. They introduced me to the judge / attorney / this political person. They sent a really nasty letter, or helped me write a really nasty, they helped me write a nasty letter and they sent it effectively for me to a local politician that resolved the case. So people say, oh, people like you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but people don't understand to a large extent how much of my appeal is manufactured, because I really actively try to be friends with everybody. And if you're not friends with everybody, I know, I don't mean to be mean, but it's your fault. And that's okay. I'm not saying that always has to be the case, because you can fix that. But a lot of people just want to be miserable or not be friends for that own reason. They don't want to be friends with anybody, and they don't want to get a network and build friendships and relationships. And in order to succeed, if you want business and all that different stuff, you have to learn to be friendly with everybody. And you have to be able to navigate with politicians and political people or whatever, regardless of which side of the aisle you're on. Because if you're miserable towards people, no one will want to do business with you. $9. I think, yeah, this is the which one? Is that the snack machine or is that the expired snack machine? I think this is the expired snack machine, which is pretty good. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not trying to be mean, but one of the worst things that I've run into is people say, oh, Brandon, you can only do the laundromat thing because of social media, or you can only do it because of XYZ. And it's like, yeah, I don't agree with that at all, because I have so many people that I've talked to through social media that either I've helped or they've started their process because of watching my videos, and now they've achieved much bigger things in life. Like I'm closing on a trailer park on Friday, another 60-unit trailer park on 80 acres in Pennsylvania, because one of my subscribers reached out to me and said, hey, You helped me start this investment company. I own an investment firm. It's because of your videos, or you helped me significantly in this. We're gifting you equity because of what you helped us with. And I'm saying that because it's like through this social media thing that I have, I talk to a lot of business owners, and they all do the same things. We all make the same choices. We make the same decisions because they work. And what happens is people want to, a lot of times, reinvent the wheel. So I don't want to get too preachy, but I also really want to help you. Yeah, because I know this is a saying. Your network is your net worth. It's 100% true. So, yeah, never battle with people who buy ink and barrels or publish online. I agree with that, junk man. And the thing is, you can be that person if you want to. Cool. So that's $20, $20.75 in the expiration snack machine plus $9. So we made $30 that I wasn't going to have to begin with off of a machine that cost me the inverse screw tray. I might have got the bucket. So, and this is it's either 14 days of expired snacks or 6 days worth of non-expired snacks. All right, there's $3. I think this is more. So we'll pull up your comments again. But owner has to pay taxes, water, electric bills. Can you guys tell me in the comments, have you watched and seen what my bills are? Because hit the like button for me too. Now we got 80 people in here. I started off with 25, now I'm at 80. So that's cool. I appreciate. Please like the video, share it with your friends. But what are my water, gas, and electric bills here at the location? We talk about this on the longer videos that people don't watch. But a lot of people watch my short videos that we don't go over those expenses because the YouTube algorithm doesn't send them out to people. Because I've had expensive videos where I break down the cost of running a laundromat and no one watches them. First bucket you do is not expired. Okay. So I do run into a lot of people that say, well, I don't want to own a laundromat or a business because there's bills. Yeah. I spend more money in 1 week at my roofing company, just the normal operations, than most people make in 2 or 3 years. I spend more money at the roofing company than I've spent like in multiple years myself. So, all right, this is the non-expired one. $120. So that's what, 25 plus, okay, $30. That's 33. So we're at 33 and 29 on those two snack machines. So not too bad because the expired snack machine is recovering money that I normally would not have. Now we're going to check the drink machine outside. This is my $600 Royal Generation 3 machine that I bought back in 2019 for $600. I know some people say you couldn't find a deal like that ever again. I see them all the time. The problem is I'm everybody's worst enemy when it comes to talking about vending machines, because when I talk about them online, they usually disappear from Marketplace for like 2 weeks. And then you wait 2 more weeks and you can find them again. So, all right, we'll check this out. This has been a very good machine. I don't know. There's a way we can go back into the audit log on this one and see how many drinks I've sold, but I think I've sold 30 or 40, at least $30,000 worth of drinks on this machine, all for an investment of $600. Now, did we see the comment about? Okay, no one answered what my expenses are. I get expense questions on this machine all the time, and it only costs about $10 to $15 per month worth of electricity. This whole machine only takes up maybe 2,000 or 3,000 watt hours per day because it's a very well insulated machine. So you spend, 40 to 50 cents of power a day. So if it's 50 cents of electricity a day, that's $15 a month. And I think generally it's less than that. Certainly it's going to be less than that this month because it's colder outside. There is a little itty bitty heater in here that warms it up. It doesn't do a great job. It does a manageable job. So yeah, so now we're going to check and see what we did. These are just $1 bills. We sell the drinks for $1. My cost base is about half. This week has been very miserable for Ohio weather. My car wash has not done great this whole month with November has been sucky. Worst month in a year and a half. So it'd be nice if the laundromat would offset it. It doesn't. Then my other cost on this machine is how many times do I have it restocked? by Alan. I think I pay him $25 to restock all my machines a week, so it's $100 a month to essentially automate this process. You guys can, don't click off of the video, but you can rewind it and see how long we've spent here collecting money. And people say, oh, it takes forever to do your vending machine. No, it doesn't. I do need to bring I've got a work night that I need to schedule and work through the evening on the laundromat. I've got ductwork that needs cleaned out. What do you pay for your 12-ounce can of sodas? Do you get a deal from vendors? Do you go couriers or by yourself? Everything comes from Sam's. I think I pay right around 45 cents per can right now. So 45 cents per can, and then I have like a 5 cents in between electricity and Allen. Allen can stock probably 600 cans of drink in 30 minutes on this machine, on average. So it's only been 20 minutes, and we've got money from 2 dry snack machines and then the drink machine. Haven't done the laundromat money yet because of the fact that Shane was here just 2 hours ago. So, oh well. Top chat. Oh, okay. It was filtering some. So yeah, so my cost is about 50% of the cans. It's around the same for snacks, but the problem is the snack money is somewhat hard to calculate because my chips, I triple. My chocolate bars, I make like 25 cents a piece off of. Hershey's has not been nice to me this year, and all businesses really. I really need to raise the prices. I guess we could do that in the video. I could show you guys how that works. Yeah. I really don't want to hide anything from you guys. Because like if you've heard my story, like when I grew up, the richest guy I knew, his son checks in on these videos once in a while. The richest guy I knew growing up worked at a TV plant, like manufacturing TVs. And that was like the high bar. And now I find myself, I still have no formal education, and I run all these different companies. You know, God's definitely blessed me a lot. But I also have not gone through this formal process or system of learning things through schooling or whatever. Had some great mentors over the years. And, you know, realistically, I want to share what I've learned with you guys as best as I can. Now, there's certain things I can't say on video, and that's why a better private conversation directly between you and me, especially like a group consultation, is very, very beneficial. Because then we can like look at things that I can't talk about. Like we can't go through somebody's tax return on a live stream. I would love to, but we can't do that legally. Do I post a contact number? Daily question line? Yeah. Well, I'll answer that question real quick. I'll show you what I do. Hopefully they're out there. Okay, so $34. They're sitting there. If you had to do this all again and set up, would I do this laundromat again? Yeah, I just would have borrowed way more money and I would have fixed my driveway. I am very much mulling over whether or not I want to do another laundromat. I really would like one in Circleville. So I've got that sign there. Yeah. So don't call this. She will yell at you. But here we have, if you have a problem, call or text the number. And that goes to the office, whatever, you know, there's a problem here at the laundromat. It just goes to a Google Voice number, which is free for anybody to get in the United States. And even outside the United States, it's pretty easy to get. If you're outside the United States, like I guess everybody uses WhatsApp. But here in the United States, a phone number with unlimited time and text is like $10. So it's very, very affordable in the United States to get a phone number. Yeah, 4.2 million subs. Yeah, I'd love it if they were all long format subscribers, but YouTube played a trick on me 4 years ago where they split, like they started including short subscribers with long format subscribers. So when I post a short video, I'll get 150, 250,000 views on it pretty quick. But then when I do a long format, the short viewers don't watch. Oh, we need to go get the other machine. Is there a reason why you choose to do so many different kinds of business specializing in one business? Probably ADHD. And that's it's both a blessing and a curse. I get bored of stuff, and I have these great ideas. And since I know how to structure a business, like I can go out and buy anything I want. I'm looking at another company right now. And honestly, I'm just going to give it to one of my subscribers and take 10% of the equity in the deal and say, hey, look, here's this company I found. It's doing $1 million a year. Owner compensation's $2 to $250 a year. I want 10% of the business. Here's the contract. I've already negotiated full seller finance on it, 0% interest for the next 20 years. Just take it and run with it. And that's a choice in a situation that I've just had to come to grips with here recently, because it's like this roofing company, I'm spending 3 days a week of my time on dealing with it, and I don't want to. We just found out that we are doing a huge commercial/industrial job now in Wisconsin. They awarded us the project today. I am thrilled. It's huge, huge. You will be able to drive down the freeway on one of the most traveled roads in the United States and said, Brandon from Investment Joy, his company did that roof on that huge facility. I can't say, I'm not allowed to say yet where it's from. But a roadway in the Chicago-ish region, Chicagoland region, probably 75,000 cars a day. You'll be able to see it. Yeah. I like accepting the dives and nickels. And it's just taking all my time. I really am hoping that I get to the financial point that I can do videos on what I like. All right, be cool, guys. Don't tell anybody where the money went. Be our little secret. Gibraltar, cool. Prison roof? No. We're hopefully clearing up the prison roof, another prison roof job this week. It's been miserable. Did you know that if there is a violent altercation in a prison and you're a construction firm working on the job site, they put you in lockdown too? Yeah, it's not great. And you have to pay your workers. And it's a prevailing wage job at, guy's average compensation is near $100 an hour at this point. Which is insane. Yeah. Davey, tips for making quick cash for cheap. Brian, do you want legal or not legal? So the legal path, I like flipping things in terms of like buying small engine items. I know there's a lot of people out there that do couch flipping. I don't know about couch flipping. I like going to yard sales, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and just finding things cheap or free, fixing them up or cleaning them and then reselling them. You can make tons of money. I am not opposed to making a bunch of money off of the ignorance of baby boomers. I don't have any issue with that whatsoever. And you'll find a lot of baby boomers don't value things appropriately. Like they will inherit some wonderful thing from their parents and they'll throw it away. And it can be worth tons of money and you can resell it. I recently did that with, we're going to do a whole YouTube video on it. I bought some extremely rare refrigerant from the 1960s that's very much not lawful to sell anymore. New. Like it's a huge ozone depletion agent. It's worth between $1,500 and $2,500. I bought it for $50 I bought it for $50 this summer off of Baby Boomer. He's like, that was Dad's. I don't need any more. So, there. It's not harmful to humans. It's just harmful to the environment and the ozone layer. So, junk. I don't know what the guy's spamming for. Stop. I'll have to ban you, Prodigy. The carton's done with. Yes, but the carton sucks. So, yeah. R12 was the best. 6 ounces of it will freeze you in a near unsafe manner. Going to develop your room privacy again like you used to. I hope so, but the last one I posted where my friend came over from Australia did not do well. We put a new thumbnail on it. How is your brother doing? From time to time. He's doing very well. I'm hoping he's sort of kind of looking at, how does he expand? So, is it toxic? Yeah, it's a ozone depletion agent. Yeah, but it's worth $2,500 because you can't. It's not been lawful to manufacture since 1994. So they're just very, very rare and very expensive. This container used to cost like $20. Now it's worth $2,500. So. All right, so this is the Coke machine. So we already did $34 on it. Now we're going to do this number. If you guys want to give me a comment down below how much you think it did over last week. Yeah, my brother, it's interesting that he's become essentially like the #1 appliance guy in the US, maybe in the world. Do you like what you're doing, or are you just working? I enjoy what I do. I just wish I had more time to like be here. How's it going?
All right.
Good. Everything working okay for you?
Yep.
All right, cool. Thank you. What's going on there? I don't know what they had smacked the side of the building for. Now, why are you spamming Prodigy Master? How many years have been doing this for? I've owned the Laundromat for 6 years. Stop talking, because they're smacking the side of the building with the glass. I don't know why. So. Yeah, the big one's currently down, and these ones right here are the next largest ones. They're the same price per pound as the big one on the end. If you have any questions, I'll be around. All right, thank you. When you fix this stuff. Yeah, I mean, we do pretty well. I'd like to do more fixing videos, but it's just at this current time, they don't do well, and it's really a title and thumbnail problem. How do I make fixing things exciting? And, oh, wow. Yeah, all right. Band time. I don't understand why someone can have a conversation and then they start spamming the channel like an idiot, and then I have to put them in timeout. Next time they do it, I'll just ban them from the channel, and they never see a message or never see a video again. Which I hate that idea, because I'm trying to help you guys. When I do these streams and talk about like master leasing and seller finance, like I've been to events where they charge $10,000 to just show up and hear like a 1-hour presentation on seller finance. And I've done dozens of hours on that. So can you tell me what the money counting machines are called? This is just a Casita C300 change machine. Normally we have links in the short videos. This is a Casita C500. I've got a 600 coming. And this is a 660 bill counter. This one's 5-6 years old. I can't believe it's counted hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, we'll go just do some clicky clicks over here on the security system, because why not? So we'll load up OBS. Any food businesses? Not yet. I'd like to get into food businesses. Remember later. Give it a minute while these cameras hopefully load up. Just food businesses are very high risk. So, food trucks. We did a video. Did you watch my video on a coffee food truck? I sold a lot of coffee in a few hours. So, Toshiba, they're worth $1 each. Yeah, I mean, I see very interesting things on a regular basis. All right, so I'll answer questions while we organize this. So this is the main count. Okay, are we adding? Yes. I run into neat stuff all the time. pre-COVID, I just made all sorts of money off of. Okay, there we go. Now Wolfie's on there. So let's. If you guys want to make some predictions on where we'll be at this week, that would be cool. Yeah, I had this long conversation with people. As time goes on, I'm going to be way more careful about what I talk about on the channel. Just I don't know. I had someone like try to talk me into buying a liquor store. I was like, I just don't want to sell people booze. And they're like, oh, blah 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 blah. You know, like, why are you would do anything for money? Like, I don't want that you guys to think that I'll do that, because my kids do watch my videos. It's like, I don't want my kids to think that I would do anything for money, because I don't want them to do anything for money. So, yeah. I mean, everybody's going to have different levels. It's like the coin pusher. I would love to put a coin pusher back in, but I also don't want people to be like thinking that starting their own casino would be right either. Like, I don't know. You guys can let me know what your comments are. I just don't. I'm kind of at this point where I just don't think I should do that. Even though, hard choice. I would make an extra $1,500 in cash a month by putting by putting a quarter pusher in here. So, and that's enough money for me to get the parking lot repaved. Would it be better that I just not get the parking lot repaved and not promote gambling quarters away? I don't know. In that coffee video, they have a huge coin pusher there. All right, cool. So that is just from the standard change maker. Okay. Right, so now we're doing this one. I like count money, but I worry that it's like watching paint dry. And I can intermittently read comments. I use a lot of brain power trying to organize the bills. And I did go through, I saved back $1,500 in $1 bills, and we found 7 or 8 star notes, which is pretty cool. Probably should look at these serial numbers as we sort. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I can try to answer them. How much cash do you have on hand at a given time? Like, number one, I won't answer that question depending on what you're asking for. But like, what do you mean by it? For the businesses, like in petty cash, change machines, whatever? Like, I keep some money. I usually keep a few $1,000s worth of quarters on hand, because banks go through weird phases where they just don't have quarters. Cash, on the other hand, I try not to really keep much. I have a little emergency fund. If don't be that guy, but like if we suffer a Carrington event or a giant EMP event, it'd be nice to have a little bit of cash on me, but it won't do that good. Like, so I don't keep that much. Where am I? I'm in Ohio, the state of Ohio. So a little bit of cash, but not near as much as what people think. Like I've done videos with people that keep a couple $100,000 in cash under their mattress or whatever, and I think that's absolutely silly. So I want enough to go get groceries in the case of a civil unrest event, but after a couple weeks of that, money becomes worthless. So that looks like a really filthy $1 bill. It's from 2017. It has holes in it. Looks like it's burnt, man. Yes, I'm very happily right in central Ohio. So I like Ohio. I will never leave. Not that it's the superior state versus every other state, but got lots of friends, got lots of family. I go to a great church here in Ohio. I really don't want to leave. I will say that, in all the areas I've been in, I really do enjoy Rockton, Illinois. I didn't think I would like it, but I am surprised. You're honestly shocked you don't come across silver quarters. I do find silver, but it's only like maybe 1.5 rolls over 5 to 6 years. It's just not super common. I find one every 2 or 3 months. I do also split them with Aaron. How's real estate your company doing? Continues to do well. I will be spooling up here again and start buying more properties. Ooh, there's $60 in a row. Does the machine filter them out? No. It will give you a silver quarter and change if it has in there. Any problem with hippies? I don't think so. Do you think about bigger business like a supermarket or something? So, Anawala, so that was my recommendation for years. I ended up buying a large roofing firm in Rockford, Illinois, well, north of Rockford, Illinois. We currently employ almost 40 people, and we do large government jobs, prisons, schools, and things like that. So that is the biggest business that I have. I don't think I'll ever want to run a big business bigger than that. It is insane. The smell, not rare. Not since we put somebody on the cameras. That used to be a problem. I came in here one day many, many years ago. I don't know what they were smoking, but it almost killed me. Like, it was miserable. And unfortunately, like, when I say that, people go to this really awful point, like, oh, they did something really, really bad. It's like, no, I'm pretty allergic to stuff. Like, I am very allergic to left-handed cigarettes, like deathily so. So, I'm not allergic to cigars though. So, like the cigar smoke. Whenever I am around Nate Barger, he smokes them very regularly. So, to invest out of state, so Illinois, got this trailer park coming up in Pittsburgh that we will do a video on, and how you guys can invest in trailer parks with me. That'll be a fun video. And then, here in Ohio, that's where I'm at. Do I buy a laundromat and make one from scratch? I bought this one. I'm looking at a location to do one from scratch right now. All right, guys, make your predictions on what we did. This is 1 week worth of bills. We've already recycled the change. When we recycle change, it's usually a 2 or 3 day count. We compare that to how much we brought in bills. So make your predictions now. Would you be interested in out-of-state investments here? Would I? Yes. Would I invest in your business in Missouri? Probably not. But I would recommend you get on Discord, because we've got several guys on Discords that are investors in Missouri. All right. Sean says 1865. He's probably a pretty good guess most of the time. Do I keep in touch with the guy I bought the laundromat off of? Yeah, every so often. He's a huge entrepreneur in town. This was the one that he just didn't want to deal with. So I talk to him once every quarter, maybe. No, not too often. I think once in a while he's needed me to put something in my newspaper about what he's doing. Like, he recently did this food drive during the SNAP benefit thing, where he gave away food for kids for the whole month. So that was cool when we put it in the newspaper. Cannot do tasks like this where it becomes pay someone to do it. Oh yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, so long as I make a YouTube video about it, it is worth my time, because it allows me to have great conversations with people. And people don't understand, like, the value. There's such a value in hands-on YouTube videos, because, like, I've done videos with guys worth $50-100 million, and they cannot buy conversations and connections with people without spending stupid money. Like, there's guys out there that are spending right now $150 per 1,000 views on YouTube to get people interested in their content. And it's just like, I have my top videos has 165 million views. So go figure out how much that would cost. 165,000 times $150, whatever number that is. That's how much it costs them to get the kind of exposure that I have. And I appreciate that. I'm not using it for the same thing they're using it for. Some of these guys are spending, selling $50,000 courses, which I'm obviously 972, so a little bit low. If you have a question, I might have missed it. Oh. Am I able to manage a good work-life balance? Not always. There's just times when you run a business, like when you are trying to build something, that the work balance is more heavily in that favor than family or church or whatever you care about. I mean, it's always a balancing act. Anybody that tells you it's not a balancing act is a liar, as far as I'm concerned. Or they inherited all their money and they don't have to work for it anymore. So, okay, not too bad. I thought we'd be a little bit lower. $1,132. So, not bad. So, we'll go back out here and check with my customers and see how they're doing. That's good. 50 Shades of Grift. Yeah. they are way more than happy to sell things to people that don't need them. And that's why I've stopped pushing courses as hard as I was, because some people were buying them that really did not ever need to own a laundromat. Yeah, I'll just take this number. I'll get some quarters quick. Here's some extra quarters. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate your business.
Thank you.
If you have any problems with the laundromat, our number's over on the corner over there, and you can text it or call it if there's an issue.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Any other quick questions? Reserves course. Need any help with technology? Guy. Cool. Yeah, I've got a really great relationship because of social media with a Apple engineer, and he's been awesome to talk to when it comes to like coding something or needing help. So right now, about a year. Okay. So out of curiosity, RV, whose course are you taking? I'm curious which one of my competitors you purchased off of. So, and it's not like, I'm not going to say everybody has bad content. There's 3 or 4 that are good. My course, good. Okay. Because there's a few people out there that are saying you can get a laundromat in 30 days. That just does not work. So, yeah, 6 months to a year is what I'm telling people on average it takes to get something. Oh, let's put these in here. And I get upset where I've had people come to me and they're like, hey, this other person couldn't get me a laundromat in 30 days. Can you do that, Brandon? I don't have the power to do that. I mean, I can teach you and educate you to help you get a laundromat when you're capable of it, but not everybody's capable of getting a laundromat within 30 days or 3 months or whatever. There's no guarantees. And, then, I've had people say, I spent $25,000. $25,000 would be enough to buy a laundromat. That's why we're looking at doing the Reg CF deal. Just you guys can contribute a little bit of money each. We just go out and buy one rather than do a course. I mean, I've got the courses in the meantime, but I think that when we do the qualified investment deal, I think it'll be really fun. So make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because I think that's going to happen in the near future. Do I have any money up here that I missed? Yes. We'll have to run out of bank later today. Hopefully I don't get robbed. We'll see. How do I turn on the questions? That's the cancel streaming button. Top viewers are Bob Bauer, Melted Invention, Brian Miller, RLE1. Try to find my comments. Yeah. Someone asked about the change machine, so I'm adding it. Maybe I'm adding it. Oh, there we go. Adding a domino, bill counter, and a KS200. Same people. There we go. We just pinned some products to the live stream. Now, how do I get the stupid comments back? There we go. Your room is not protected. Why is that? I mean, it is protected. It's protected. Look. It's what's left of the door jamb after being broken into 3 times. Machine learning one day. Yeah, I mean, is there a website to buy laundromats? Friday deals? No, there isn't. The problem is everybody's on those websites. We did a live stream a while back where we looked at laundromats for sale, and the average laundromat had 2,500 people look at it. So you're getting the last pick of 2,500 people, some of which have millions of dollars to spend because they inherited it from their mom or their dad or whatever. And the last thing you want to do is compete against those people. I want to compete against no one else. So it's this process of learning to talk to people, learning to vet deals, learning to just go around and look at locations and getting the data yourself. That's kind of like what I teach people to do. And it's, to me, I think it's the best process. So what's your most hands-off business? I'd be the roofing company, considering how much money it's bringing in. The roofing company's doing pretty well. We just got that huge job today, confirmation of it. So we're probably at enough booked work next year to beat 2024, which is good. But we are currently, and hey, if you guys in the comment section, let me tell you this: do you want to make $5,000 like right now? Here's what I need from you guys. I need somebody that's interested in making between $125,000 to $150,000 a year as a roofing superintendent. That's somebody that travels from job site to job site to make sure the projects are going. It's going to be out of our Rockford, Illinois location, but they'll be traveling regionally for the roofing company. If you can get me in touch, with somebody, I'll give you $5,000 that I sign on. We hire for the company. My email address is brandon@investmentjoy.com. So if you're interested, email me brandon@investmentjoy.com. Otherwise, check out investmentjoytraining.com if you want training directly from me. Do I ever talk about stock investments? I do off and on. I'm just big on dollar cost averaging because that's the only thing that works long time. Do you have a bid writer on commission for the roofing company or for SBA loans? Yeah. You could, if you had a travel visa, you could technically work for me, but we've tried to get travel visas for people and it just doesn't work. Be cool, but yeah, $5,000 commission if you guys find somebody for me. No college degree required, like most of my positions, but they need to have foreman experience for roofing companies, and they're willing to travel. You get company truck and a gas card, in addition to your compensation, which I figure will be $125,000 to $150,000 a year. Probably maybe more. If you really do a good job, it will be more than $150K a year. But I need guys to perform. We're struggling a little bit. Government roofing bids, commissioner salary. We do commission on most of this stuff. Commission plus base salary. We try to get the base salary as low as possible, so that you make a bunch of money in commissions. The commissions are paid based off of net money to the company. So you can't just go out and bid a bunch of jobs and then we not make any money off of them. So then the company will go bankrupt. That'd be bad. All right. So yeah, traveling, superintendent, looking at the job sites, making sure my guys are productive. Any other quick questions? Oh, let's go back and look. At this. I need to look at my ductwork. Hopefully this does not shut down. To replicate what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I like my laundromat. It's been a very nice business to have. Very blessed to have it. It's been fun. I just wish we get I need somebody in here to do repair for me. We'll have a quarter pusher if anybody wants it for $500. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Dang it. Oh, I bet you the other key. Go check. Maybe. How much game machine making? This one here, when it was up and running, was making $1,500 a month. But the problem was just people breaking into it all the time. Yeah, that sucks. Find the other key. Well, actually, I think it's on my ring. In the bucket. Ow. Yeah, but like that's the conversation earlier. Am I willing to do like a lightweight gambling machine in return for an extra $1,500 a month, and I'm kind of having the ethical, I can barely say that word, ethical dilemma. It's not on my key either. Throwing some arcade games in there, coin-operated gaming machines like the Multicade. Well, I have it, it's just that the soundboard's bad on it. I don't know why. I've got to find somebody that can do work. Yeah, so I've got some. The Coin Pusher and the Keymaster, the state of Ohio complained about. And what's funny to me is I see the Keymaster at like half of the Walmarts in the state of Ohio. So where's that other key? Here, I'm trying this one. So, and it's honestly because of my YouTube channel that I got warned by the state of Ohio. And it's not Roman Atwood's fault. Let me be clear. It's not Roman Atwood's fault, but it's his subscribers' fault. Someone thought that I had turned him into the state of Ohio, or had purposely bought him a gaming machine or a claw machine that would get him in trouble with the state of Ohio. So then they turned me in, thinking that I had some big conspiracy against Roman Atwood. It's like, no, I wanted to be in a video of his, so I gave him a free machine. And I ended up in a video of his, and I picked up 2,500 subscribers because of that. It was just, a marketing ploy for not much money. I think I had $800 in that machine. So I got on Roman's channel, and we're friends for $800. But people think that I had some hugely ulterior motive. Okay. So the back of this machine is off because they replaced the gas valve. So what we've got to do is go in. I got to tear apart this ductwork some evening because I know, we've got to bring a shop back in there. I already can see how filthy it is. So we'll bring in a shop vac, and so Shane's already been in. He done that. So cool. So we'll come in and do that. And so I got all these cool other things here. I don't know if you can see them. We got another machine here. I just need to fix up. The problem is that, I hate it because the guy I bought this off that watches my YouTube channel, he never set it up for me. And it has a lock mechanism that I can't figure out. But since he ripped me off multiple times, I don't want to really bring him back. So, why a duck? You have to explain. So I got to come through and clean up the duct work. So it all goes into the stack here. And the stack goes up. So I've got to just take this piece off, put some screws in it, and run through the vent stack there. It's really not going to be too bad of a deal. I thought it actually went in a different spot, but it doesn't. Why do you have ductwork? Because that's where my dryer exhaust goes to. So yeah, what'll happen is it'll fill up with lint, which it does, because you can see lint's pouring out of there. So we've got to go through, clean it out, and it'll make my dryers more efficient, because I'm sure it's starting to get clogged. Yeah. So we just got to go through and clean some of the ductwork. And nothing's leaking back here, so that's good. As a snowbird, in exchange for a learning train go. Yeah, if you would want to come to Ohio, we could make that happen. What's your opinion on franchises? You worked for a Verizon franchise, partly by VZW charge. Royalties to make money. Yeah, it depends on the franchise. I've been approached by a company that sells two companies that sell franchises. One is a company that I guess holds a patent on a new kind of coffee machine. So it's a coffee vending machine. I'm trying to talk them into giving me a coffee machine for the laundromat free of charge. And then we just see where it works at. I have a friend, I can't say who it is. It really would not take a lot of time to figure out who it is. But I got a friend that has a roofing company franchise, and they take half of his profit. So can you imagine, why does the key work for, if you imagine you have a company and you make $1 million a year, their franchisor comes in and takes half of it every single time. So he's not making $1 million a year, he's making $500,000 a year. And when you work so hard to make a company profitable and they come in and take their 8% or 10% or 5% or whatever it is, it's insane. Absolute insanity. So, I mean, but there are franchises that make sense, like McDonald's. Absolutely. Like, to me, if it's a household name, there's probably. Did I only lock one lock? Tell me the email again. Brandon@investmentjoy.com. You should have been given my email address when you signed up for the course. Did you hear a smoke alarm bird chirp? Probably. My guys are supposed to change them on a regular basis. $600 investment for a 40 profit. Are you talking about the Coke machine? Only deadbolted the lock. Did I? Nope. That's deadbolt too. Yeah, Brandon at investors.com. Yeah, so we probably only made. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about my. When Verizon got out to sell iPhones for the first time, your cost for an iPhone was $600 and your profit was $100, and Verizon didn't like that, so profit became $40. So the question then becomes: is where did the money come from? So if Verizon, loaned the money, then it's a different thing. But did they have to get the money, the $600 for the iPhone? Then it might not be as bad of a deal. The knob lock is shimmable. Deadbolt can't be shimmed. Yes, but I mean, you guys know this kind of deadbolt can be defeated in 10 seconds, right? Well, the owner loaned the money. That's awful. Do we have batteries for the smoke alarm? I don't know. We can check. We can see all the weird stuff that has been left over at the laundromat. Do we have 9 volts in here? We have carbide. We have cutting wheels. We have a file. All sorts of interesting tools that would be very useful to laundromat. Several broken signs. Oh, here's a non-broken sign. Cool. I have to remind the girls about that. Well, it's even got the plastic on it from the factory. I don't know why people break the signs when they get mad when they don't call me. Yeah, this is the one that was. This was the one that was broken. Let me put that other sign back out. We'll just go ahead and do it. Yeah, I didn't bring any. I don't think I brought any batteries. And no one likes the chirp. Oh, crap. Crazy alarm on the door. I could, but the big thing is it's also a question of if the alarm goes off, who's coming? Because we've had people break into obviously breaking into stuff and no one called the cops. So I imagine just because there's an alarm doesn't mean that cops are not called. But like I said, with Wolfie on here doing nightly security and just telling people, hey, you're being watched, that has cut down incidents severely because no one wants to break into something when they realize they're being watched. Plus, drug addicts generally are very paranoid. So, all right. Yeah. So we got that. How wonderful is that? Just don't call the number. For the phone, you have both hands. I've got a chest mount. It just sucks because I can't read your comments because then it's, it's right next to my face or my chest. I can't read anything. So, how to solve breaking your laundry? Is there any way to reduce the rate because you use so much money from that? We've almost solved it. It just depends on when the last video you watched is. And the problem is, like, my videos that do really well, it's when people break into stuff. My videos where everything's going great and, it's doing decent, they don't watch them. So. Head mount from right to your face. I have one of those, and I can't read your comments, so it's like I don't know what the best thing is. Other than having a phone, we can do this sort of as having a phone to stream with and then having a second phone for comments. That kind of works. but I haven't been able to figure out how to like read the comments alone on its own dedicated feed. You call that a knife? It's probably not a knife. It's probably not near as big as the one I have in my pocket. Case Disney Parks University, yeah. Bucket of concrete. All right, I don't even know what's in this drawer. I kind of know what's in the other ones. Like I got the original ESP32 and Raspberry Pi there, yeah. Got a box of keys. That's great. Wire nuts. Everyone could get at least, wouldn't it be nice if everyone could get 3 hugs a day? Chinese proverb. Okay. Why a nut? I don't understand. Okay. Court paperwork, U-line. Nope, the 9-volt batteries. I'll have to go downstairs and get some. Why do I have so much printer paper in here? Holy crap. I was using this as like a pseudo office years ago for real estate stuff. All right, can't show the paperwork because it has names of people on it. Get in trouble. It sucks because I can't even post like internal company videos without getting in trouble because, oh, this has someone's name on it. All right. We do have a new sign coming, so that's cool. All right. Any quick questions that I can answer, guys? Because otherwise I'm going to head out of here. The door's locked. There's this. My rack. Well, thank you. Cool. I am very blessed. Don't get in trouble, Saran. Are you a pastor too? No. What is your... that sound possible? No. My brother's is a licensed minister, though. Has been a licensed minister in the past. I don't know if he keeps renewing his stuff with the denomination. But yeah, I don't have any interest. I don't mind telling... I'm not hesitant to tell people about Jesus, but I have no interest in that level of accountability. So. Howdy. All right, cool. All right, so we are going to head out of here. Everything is locked up, I do believe. Better. So. It also folds in a bucket. Cool. Yes. When is the changer graphics coming? I don't know. I think I just have to send the guy money. So. Any quick questions? Yeah, I don't know why that car smelled so heavily of a moderately legal product, but I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Harvey Dreams. Do you know what you had Shane taped to the door or anything of importance? Oh, it says don't park here. Don't park here. Don't park here. Don't park here. Like, I'm getting in trouble with the fire department because people are blocking this fire lane. That is a fire lane over there. And I keep telling people, don't park there. And they don't care. And it's like, at some point, they're just going to get towed. I need to get you access to that camera there. We do have a camera right there that overlooks that. So, all right. Any other questions? I mean, I don't care about them temporarily parking in the front, but I don't want them to be permanently parked in the front. All right. Yeah, I think the 2-phone thing would work, but then I have to have 2 cell phone plans, because it's better to have a cell phone plan plus Wi-Fi than it is just Wi-Fi. So, all right. Any other questions, real quick, guys, before I head out of here? I do appreciate all you in the Prius because my tags still have not come in for the Lincoln yet, which is really aggravating. guess I'll keep the low tire thing in. The stream quality was good. Okay. That's best if I ever did. Cool. Yes, investmentjoytraining.com if you guys want training and coaching directly from me on how to get yourself a laundromat and an apartment and a garage. Can we see the garage? Yeah, the garage is right back there. So yeah, the laundromat only goes to here, so I've got from here back in terms of more space. It's an extra thought. I could double the size of the laundromat. It's just gonna cost me 150 grand to do, and I'm not ready to spend money on it yet. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I just want to head off of here and head back to Circleville. There's a store back there. Yeah, I've had that request a couple times, but it's going to be the question of whether I can hire somebody that would want to work there for a price that makes sense. Because it did not happen with wash dry fold, so kept saying, you know, knock out the brickwork there and put a drive-through window in. Would have worked great, but that's a permit and a lot of money. So, all right, guys, take care. I appreciate all of you, and check out investmentjoytraining.com, or if you need to email me, Brandon@investmentjoy.com. Thank you.